Good morning, Titans. Today is February 3rd, 2025, and welcome to this week's edition of Titans Today. I'm Aaliyah.
And I'm Jabriana. We're excited to bring you the latest news and updates from around our school.
That's right. It's time to dive deep into our top story segment, where we cover the most important and exciting news happening right now.
So let's get started and see what's making headlines today.
8th graders, are you interested in early college? If so, there are early college application forms in the NMS front office. These forms are due by Wednesday, February 5th, and also your decision letters will be mailed home around spring break time. Also, another thing for our future Bearcats,
MCHS will be hosting an open house on February 19th for all our upcoming MCHS members and families to learn all about the multiple opportunities at Central. If you choose to come, doors open at 5:30 p.m. Here's another thing for our NMS parents.
Do they want to be more involved in your school? If so, there will be a PTO meeting on February 10th from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Also, another thing for our NMS our parents out there.
Are they interested in free food? If so, there's a food pantry on February 18th in our NMS cafeteria open to all our Northside families. Now let's talk about something fun and exciting here for students here at NMS. Are you interested in agriculture? Well, you're in luck. The MAC is gathering information about middle and high schoolers interested in agriculture pathways. So if you are interested, then please complete this survey located in the Titan newsletter. Speaking of pathways, here's a pathway for teen youth. If you are more interested in languages than agriculture, then listen up.
Dual language enrollment is from January 13th to March 19th. If you like languages, then you should most definitely enroll. Another fun thing to enroll is spring camp held at Camp Crowley at North Webster, Indiana. It starts February 7th and ends on February 9th. Ages 12 to 18 are invited to join. It is cost-free for all Muncie teens. This is a good way to unwind friendships, so that's what you're looking for, then you can register at the Y.
Speaking of ways to unwind, do you feel like you need a break after school? If so, break time is hosted right after school at Rising Hope Church on Wednesdays. This is a great way to play games, have fun, and receive tutoring. If this sounds like a good time to you, then we would love to see you there.
And those are our top story segments for today. We are just getting started here in the Titan TV studio. Make sure to stay tuned.
Absolutely. Our friends Alexis and Rory will be here at the desk later to report on this week's club news,
as well as a Titan sports update from Y'all Girl Raya. But before then, let's go to Cash to hear about this week's weather.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Cash, and it's time for your Titan TV Land weather update. Let's dive into some details of today's weather updates and what you can expect for the rest of the week. Starting with today, Monday, we're experiencing mostly cloudy weather. The high for today is expected to reach around 45 degrees, while the low will be around 25 degrees. We are seeing plenty of clouds today. The rest of the week looks to include a little bit of sun, some clouds with snow and rain also, with the highs in the 30s and the lows in the 20s. And for the weekend, on Saturday, we're looking at a high of 35 degrees and a low of 23 degrees in fairly cloudy weather. Finally, on Sunday, temperatures will reach a high of 34 degrees and a low of 21 degrees. Expect some sun and clouds. That's your weather update for today. Be sure to stay tuned to our sponsor, AccuWeather.com, for the latest updates throughout the week. I'm Cash, and I hope you have a great morning. Now here's Harper with what happened on this day in history.
Thanks, Cash. On this day in 1924, Canada beat the USA in the first Winter Olympics. Also on this day in 1480, Ferdinand Magellan, who was a famous explorer, was born in Sabrosa, Portugal. And in the sporting world, Bucky Harris was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1975. And finally, today is National Carrot Cake Day, so be sure to get yourself a slice. And that is a look at what happened on this day in history. Now it's time for sports with Ya Boy Cohen, hosted by Ya Girl Raya.
What's poppin', Titans? It's time for your Titan Sports Update coming from Studio 306D, hosted by me, ya girl, Raya. Let's begin by taking a look at last week's results powered by 3rd and 11. Our Northside Titans 7th grade boys basketball team brought home a huge win against the Southside Panthers with a score of 45-42. Keep it up, Titans! Also, the 7th grade boys basketball team played APA and won with a score of 55-36. Fantastic job! Finally, we have our 8th grade boys basketball team who sadly lost to the Jets, 40-57. We'll get them next time, Titans! And those are your results, sponsored by 3rd and 11. Find out more about 3rd and 11, where they provide top-notch coaching with real-life mentoring to help young athletes excel both on and off the field. Check them out on social media. Believe it, see it, achieve it. Now, let's get into what sports are coming up this week. First, on February 4th, our combined Muncie School wrestlers face Delta, Driver, and Monroe Central at 5:30 p.m. at Southside. Show up for our wrestlers. Also, on February 4th, we have our girls and boys facing Thurgood Marshall. Girls will be hosted at Thurgood Marshall, and the boys will face them on our home court. Both of these games start at 6. Show up for our Titans. Then, on February 5th, we have our 8th grade girls, boys, and girls basketball game at the Muncie Central Fieldhouse. Girls will start at 5:30, and the boys will start once the girls end. Come and support our Titans. I'll see you there. Last but not least, on February 6th, we have our swimming and diving team facing Anderson Highland, which is at 6 p.m. at Southside. You don't want to miss this meet. Also, don't forget about Zero Hour. This happens every week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays after school in the weight room. Talk to Mr. Lyons if interested. That's all I have for sports. I'll see you next week, but until then, let's hear about birthdays. Take it away, Xander.
Thanks, Raya. We're excited to celebrate our Titans by wishing them a happy birthday today. Happy birthday to Jasmine W., Imani S., Cedric R., Jean T., Emma C., Jameson L., Jayla I., Rajan H., Janela B., and Azalea T., and Javen B. Those are all of our birthdays for the week. Let's move on to the trivia challenge with Darian.
Thank Honks X. The rules for trivia challenges goes like this every week. We will ask a trivia question. When the broadcast is over, decide as a class the correct answer. Your teacher will then send that answer into our Titans Today Trivia Challenge portal. The first 9 classes to turn in a correct answer after the broadcast will receive bonus points. Now, this is this week's questions. Who voices Donkey in Shrek? Discuss at the class after the broadcast, and good luck on this week's trivia challenge. Let's go once more with Studio 306 with Roy and Alexis to hear all about the clubs going on this week.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Rory.
And welcome back to Studio 306 for this week's club news.
Today we're excited to dive into some awesome activities and updates from around our school clubs.
That's right. Whether you're a member or just curious about what's happening around school, we've got the latest news and updates for our clubs and their exciting events.
So let's check out what clubs are taking place this week.
Do you like singing and have a high voice? Well, then come down to Fierce Voices. Fierce Voices will be on Mondays at 8 to 8:45 a.m. in the choir room. You don't have to be in choir to join. Bring your best voices and have fun. Have you ever wanted to make things?
Well, then Craft Club is for you. Craft Club is every Monday at 4 to 5 p.m. in room 213. You don't need to bring anything, just bring your ideas and have fun.
Remember, Jazz Club is on Wednesdays in the band room at 8 to 8:45 a.m. hosted by Mr. Sprouse. Enter through door 8. Are you a Christian athlete and want to play games and learn about God?
Then FCA is for you. It's every Friday from 8 to 8:45 in Mr. Osborne's classroom. Enter at door 4. If you have any more questions, find Miss Teal. Are you a bass or a tenor and don't want to join choir?
Well, then join Titan Voices. Titan Voices is from 8 to 8:45 a.m. in Mr. D's room. There will be snacks and other fun things. Be sure to ask Mr. D for more. Have you ever wanted to mentor other people?
Well, then Awake Club is for you. It's every Thursday from 8 a.m. to 8:50. It's in room 107. If you have any questions, ask Mr. Pryor. Do you have a fascination for fantasy gameplay?
Well, come down to D&D Club. D&D is a fun fiction game that has dragons and other fun stuff. D&D is on Fridays from 4 to 5:30 p.m. in the Media Center. Any other questions? Go to Mr. Harder or Mr. Mooney.
Are you a 7th grader that wants to learn how to draw anime?
Well, come to Anime Club hosted by Ms. DuBois. This club will talk about anime, critiques on your art, and some other fun stuff. More questions? Ask Ms. DuBois. Rory, tell us about our final club.
Absolutely. Miss Mecklenburg is starting a cooking club. This will include 6 free cooking lessons to Northside students who sign up. Make sure to do this soon because sign-ups are limited.
That's all of club news we have to report on today.
Do not forget about Mr. Williams' Challenge 3. Get involved in 3 clubs or sports this year.
And that's a wrap for this week's edition of Titans Today.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this news and updates from around our school.
Remember to stay connected with us for all the latest updates and behind-the-scenes content. You can find us on all the socials.
Until next time, I'm Rory.
And I'm Alexis.
Remember, Titans are a team.
The secret is effort.
And always
stay classy, Titans.
Oh, what you know about shoulders over there? I like some weirds.